Have you ever had a sailboat on your wrist? I hope not, but you can get pretty close. Welcome back to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online, and if you'd like to know the price, simply click on the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate if you'd purchase your next watch from us at JazzTime.com. Today we'll be going over an Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra 150-meter coaxial master chronometer in 41mm in Sedna gold on a leather strap, brown teak dial, reference number 220534121130001. Quite the mouthful of numbers, but that's what it is. Alright, so I'll be going over the case, the bezel, dial, crown, the movement, and the strap, and I'll be giving you my thoughts on all of these throughout the video. Alright, so first off, this case is 41mm in diameter from finger to thumb. Between lugs, 20mm, so a very good standardized size strap there. Alright, lug to lug, I measured 47mm, so quite a standard size for this size watch, and it is only 13mm thick, so not too terribly thick for a sports watch, but a bit on the thicker side for a luxury watch, but I wouldn't worry about that too much. I'll get more on that in a second. Alright, so the crystal on the front is a scratch-proof sapphire crystal domed on the front, and a flat sapphire crystal on the back showing the movement, a transparent case back, allowing you to see all of the inner workings of this amazing watch. Alright, so on the way down in here, the bezel very much matches the case in its presentation, high polish along the outside. The case itself has a satin brush finishing along the sides here, along the sides as well as that of the side sharing the crown, but high polish, sort of a separator, a little accent that goes down to the lugs quite tastefully, as the brushing also diminishes as well on the front of the case. All right, so the bezel itself, a high polish all the way around. All right, as you can see, all the way around, high polish, domed sort of bezel, holding that sapphire crystal in place very nicely. The dial in here is a brown dial, but with a teak texture to it, sort of made to kind of mimic actually the floorboards, rather the sort of planks that you would see on a ship deck, a luxury ship deck. All right, so it sort of has that maritime feel even off the boat. All right, and looking at the hands, the arrow style minute hand with a very sharp, almost Dauphin style hour hand with an arrow type second hand, all center mounted. That second hand actually has a very thin needle at the very end that ticks along the outboard edge of that dial along the minute track, Arabic numerals, so there's no mistake there. All right, with all the hour markers being indexed with a bright super luminova incandescence there. All right, so turning off the lights, you get a very nice blue, a very tasteful blue actually, that is sort of a complementary color to that of the red gold that you can see, that Sedna gold. Yeah, and by the way, that Sedna gold is Omega's own version of a rose gold or a red gold, very, very warm, and their own compounds mixing with gold to make this very, very warm tone. It's a very tasteful, very a very nice color that just integrates very well with this brown overall look. All right, so it gives it a very warm feel, very nice warm feel, contrasting quite tastefully with that of the incandescence, the luminescence rather, of those hands and the hour markers at night. All right, now looking at the functions of this watch, this one is made for precision. And why do I say that? Well, in a second. The crown, when you unwind it at the first position, allows you to wind the watch. About 25 to 30 full winds is all you need to get it to a full charge. Pull out to the second position, and you can then move the hour hand while the second hand continues to move. All right, so if you're traveling through different time zones, you can just simply move that hour hand as necessary to match your current time zone or the one that you will be going to. All right, and so that allows the second hand to continue going along with the minute hand. Very nice function there, right? And when you pull out to the final position, It actually hacks and stops at seconds hand, so you can then adjust the time precisely as you need. All right, so all of those functions together make it quite a unique wearing experience, sort of similar to a GMT, but without all of the extra little bells and whistles. Maybe you don't need to keep track of multiple time zones, and maybe you only really care about the current time zone or the one that you'll be going to. And so this would be an excellent choice for that sort of situation. All right, so what makes all of this possible? It's the movement inside. It's the caliber 18 or Omega 8901 self-winding movement with coaxial escapement, certified master chronometer approved by METAS, meaning that it has passed 8 rigorous tests set by the Swiss Federal Institute of Metrology, so you can be sure that this timepiece is not only accurate but precise. To maintain this precision, it is resistant to magnetic fields reaching 15,000 Gauss, and further research has shown that 15,000 Gauss, that's equivalent to the magnetism of an MRI machine, magnetic resonance imaging machine, although I don't recommend that you wear this within one of those machines, as you know, it could potentially fly off. The movement itself is resistant to magnetism of that strength, so you can be nearby. Well, I wouldn't recommend wearing any sort of metal, even gold. Just keep this away from magnetic fields that strong, but if you really have to, it's prepared to do so. It has a free sprung balance with a silicon balance spring, 2 barrels mounted in series, so you get a very good sense of timekeeping. It's very precise in that aspect, so there's no weird stuttering or moving of that time keeping with the movement. And it has the automatic winding in both directions, so you see that winding rotor moving back and forth. It allows you to effectively wind the watch simply by wearing it, and this back and forth movement of that rotor is actually winding the watch. It gives you a total hour power reserve of 60 hours, so excellent timekeeping potential. It's almost 5 times 12, 60. All right, so that's a good 2.5 days that you get out of this watch without even having to wear it. You can set it down for 2.5 days, pick it up on a Monday morning after having set it down on a Friday evening, and it'll still be keeping time just fine. All right, so this bracelet, rather the strap, is a brown alligator leather strap, matching stitching going down the sides with a tanned underneath, slightly different texture, but very comfortable feeling, matching stitching as well. Tasteful presentation, right? It's clasp, a fold-over clasp that only opens with this double button deployment. All right, so it's a single fold-over side clasp with the Omega logo spelled out underneath, with the Omega logo itself, the Greek letter Omega, on the top. All right, and I must say something about this strap and the way that it works with this pin buckle. Notice that the way that it pinches the strap, it has to keep the strap in there, and once you have it sized, it's a very good fit. It will not slip out, but that's the only issue, is that adjusting it on the fly is a little bit difficult because you'll have to pry this out from underneath these 2 little clips here on the sides. But you know, once you have it sized, then there's no issue. You just simply slip it in, clasp it, and you're good to go. And while I have it on my wrist, I'll give you some of my thoughts as to how it feels overall, the wearing experience. And the overall look on the wrist looks very professional, very, I would say, elegant. And the overall look with the way that the lugs are spaced out, there's no end length there. It's just a leather strap with a little bit of breathing room. Very good to let the wrist breathe. And the good part about this lug-to-lug distance, even though it's 47 millimeters, with the leather strap, you get a really excellent framing of the watch with this leather on my wrist, at least, with a 7.25 to 7.5 inch circumference. All right, and with that leather feel on the inside, it's very comfortable. It's a different texture than on the outside, so it has that breathability factor as well. The color overall fits with just about anything. It's a neutral color, a bit warmer, so if you're wearing a cooler sort of suit, maybe like a bluish suit or bluish dress, this would contrast very nicely. If you want this to blend in, wear, say, a black suit, black dress, or even, you know, a red or, you know, warmer colors will help it blend in even more as more of an accessory rather than a standout piece. So when it comes to the overall weight, I can definitely feel it on the wrist, and that's due to, you know, the very lightness of this leather strap. Even though you have that Sedna gold clasp here, sort of being a counterbalance to the watch itself, it's not quite heavy enough to bring the center of mass to the center of my wrist, so it's not too terribly uncomfortable either. The 13mm overall form factor, the thickness, actually with the domed crystal actually lets us still slide under a suit cuff very easily. So this can double very much as a dress watch, sort of like an everyday wear as well. And with that very clean look, very, very clean overall presentation, how can you say no? All right, so enough about what I think. What do you think about this watch? Let us know down in the comments below. And if you like this video, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already to see more videos like this, more reviews on watches, and be sure to hit that bell notification so we can be notified when we go live with another video. And as always, if you'd like to purchase this watch or any other watch like it, current production like this one, or even discontinued ones, we can still get them for you at jazztime.com. Links down in the description below.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to Model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.